Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am going to show you guys how to get this look. It's like a cut crease and you have a little bit of pop of color. As you guys can see, my liner is just a really pretty lilac shade, and we're keeping everything else kind of soft and neutral and really keeping the eyes intense. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you guys have any questions or requests, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Okay, love bugs, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin with Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. I tend to have larger pores on my cheeks and my nose, and my skin is a little dehydrated right now, so you guys know those pores are large. And now I'm going to take MAC's Laying Low Paint Pot, and I'm going to use this on my lids. This is going to act as my eyeshadow base. It's going to make my shadows look more vibrant. It's going to keep them from creasing, and this shade I think is perfect for my skin tone. It just looks very natural and soft, so it's definitely one of my faves. We're going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. It's so pretty. The first shade we're going to take is Tempera. It's the lightest shade or one of the lightest shades in this palette, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm going to use that to set my eyeshadow primer, or the base I just used. And literally you do not have to be very precise with this. It's just to really smooth out the lid and make sure that we're ready for our eyeshadows. And of course we are going to be using Blur by Milk Cosmetics. You guys know I love this dark matter stack. And I'm using a MAC 224 just to blend that color into my crease. And we're also going to take this and just apply it on our lid. I feel like this color, it makes any color glide on and just look really soft and blended. It does the work for you. Alright, so we'll continue to build Blur on the crease. As you guys can see, the more you apply, the more intense it looks, and I really want it to look very warm. Now I'm going to be taking Anastasia's Pink Champagne and MAC 239, and I'm just patting that onto the lid really fast. And we're also going to carve out the eye. The next shade I'm going to be taking from the Renaissance palette is Red Ochre, and I'm going to be using a MAC 221 just to place that color into the crease and really start carving out the crease. If you're struggling with a cut crease, I would definitely encourage you to get the MAC 221 because it literally does the work for you. It's so small and precise that it literally just carves that crease out. Now we're going to be taking Raw Sienna, and I'm using a MAC 224 to really blend out that red ochre, and it's just going to give it a really smooth finish. I'm going to take a little bit of Love Letter with a MAC 221. It's the same brush I used, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that redness to the crease, and that's all I'm doing. I'm going back with Pink Champagne and that 239, and I'm just going to intensify the pigment. I really want it to look super metallic-y and awesome. I'm going to be using Urban Decay Perversion Gel Liner. I don't know if they still make this, and I'm using a MAC 210 to create my wing. Of course, MAC Prep and Prime Bright Forecast under my eyes, and this is awesome for correcting. It helps really brighten up my under eye and really cancel out the darkness in my skin, so it's awesome. As you guys can see, I have a few pimples I'm covering up. Alright, let's blend this out. I'm using the Sephora Pro Fan Brush. I love this brush. You guys know it's one of my favorites. And I'm just using it to blend out that Prep and Prime Bright Forecast and to really shape out my eye makeup also. So, love it. So I'm going to be using Born This Way today. It's not one of my favorite foundations. This is in the shade Sand, and I think the color is great for the little bit of a tan that I have now. But it's not my top foundation. It's not a foundation I go to often. I'm using my Sephora blending sponge. This is actually not wet. You guys are not supposed to use these wet. Let me tell you guys, I go for this sponge a lot. I'm using the MAC Match Master Concealer number 2, which is awesome. And I'm going to be blending that out with the sponge. Again, I really love this sponge. I feel like it blends everything out. It does not move foundation, and considering that you use it dry, it's freaking awesome. I'm going to be setting my makeup with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and a MAC 133 brush. My favorite combination, and as you guys can see, I'm going pretty heavy. The reason why I do this is because I'm baking my foundation. So that's going to keep my makeup on longer, and with this kind of foundation, I feel like it does not set on its own, so it needs a little bit of help. So I am packing this mofo on my face. Alright, for my bronzer, I'm going to be using my MAC 135 and Makeup Forever 30M. They're really my go-to. I really love these bronzers, and that brush for bronzer, amazing. You guys need this in your life. We're just curling our lashes and getting ready for some mascara. I'm going to be using the Lancome Hit Nostrum, and it was not a favorite, and it kind of snuck up on me, and I have to say that after letting it sit for 2 days, I really like it. It gives me length and volume and drama. I'm going to be using Becca's Songbird blush with my MAC 137 brush. You guys know it's my favorite brush ever. And this is new. It's the Sephora Pro Waterline liner. It's in the shade Lilac. It's one of my favorites. It's really intense, and these guys really do stay on. To set that, I'm going to be using Buon Fresco and a MAC brush. It's just a standard pencil brush, and I'm just smudging that all over my lash line. Now I'm going to be using Marc Jacobs lip gloss, and I cannot remember the name of it, and it's actually gone from the bottom, so I don't know what it is, but just any sheer gloss would be great. Now I'm going to be using this frosty purpley highlighter, and this is from the Laura Mercier holiday palette that they had, so it's not even available anymore, but you just want to use a frosty highlight. And now I'm going to be using my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash on my lower lash line. And to set my makeup, I'm using this Super Goop Rosemary Makeup Mist. It has SPF 50, which I love. And that's it, guys. As you guys can see, my skin is nice and matte and makeup is on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions, comments, requests. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.